controlled every game.
If you beat Brazil 7-1.
Again, in that game against Brazil, it wasn't like when immediately the game started, Germany just pushed everything.
They had total control.
They had to wrestle control from Brazil.
Yeah.
Brazil started with momentum.
Yeah.
Then they wrestle control from Brazil and dictate how the game should be played.
Okay.
So Germany has always been about control. And that is the unfortunate thing that has happened to their team now. They don't have it.
Okay.
How many midfielders can control? And the best player that can give them an iota of control in the middle, if he's to be singled out, is Joshua Kimmich.
Yeah, but the coach
played him as a right back. But I could see that anytime Germany were building up, in terms of when they had possession, Kimmich had to slot to be part of the midfield.
You had to invert.
Exactly. So I think, yes, there are issues, but the bigger issue is that this German team is suffering from a lack of identity, like you mentioned. There needs to be a redefinition of who the German player is. They need to revisit the old way of doing things.
Okay.
I'm not saying they should change entirely how they do football, but Jamal Musiala, Florian Wirtz, how do you get the best out of them? It's about properly profiling them and using them as you expect.
Okay.
And that is the problem they have.
Okay. 39 past top of the hour. Sorry, we thank you very much. An extensive insight into what he thinks is the problem with the German national team. He tends to agree with Philipp Lahm on a lot of points that he's raised. The former captain has said that, look, they need to look at things again and ensure that they get back to the sort of tournament team that they used to be. They are 4-time winners of the World Cup.
Yeah.
So they don't have excuses. Now let's go to club news and transfers. Now Elliot Anderson to Man City is done. Now the fee involved is £116 million.
Yeah.
And that has broken that record Real Madrid paid to get Jude Bellingham when they signed him from Borussia Dortmund. Forget the records that have been broken. Is he worth £116 million? Do you think it was the case of a bidding war? Or do you think... Because for me, I admire him. But people don't seem to see a lot of qualities. They think that he's not worth that amount. Is that a reality, or you think that he's indeed?
I think the football transfer market and how players are valued is very dependent on certain factors. And it is not only premised on the quality of the player in terms of how they play and what they give you. It goes beyond that, especially for a jurisdiction like England. Before you even bid for a player, the standard is that player prices are inflated, and it depends on who is buying.
Yeah. How much is Matheus Fernandes selling for?
I think he went for 75 million.
Over 80?
Yeah, 75 million pounds plus add-ons.
Yeah.
Now, if an Italian club was bidding for Anderson, we will not be talking about this figure. It is a Premier League club.
Yeah.
And so it is a direct move to a Premier League club, which is seen as has money. Now, the selling club mostly determines the selling price. And I think until this is corrected in the Premier League, there will be issues. For instance, in Spain, in Italy, mostly they insert buyout clauses.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these purchase clauses indicate how players should be sold.
And once you activate them,
exactly,
and the player wants to move, you can even pay to the
treasury. That is the Spanish FA.
Yeah, the Spanish.
That is their treasury.
Yeah.
Now, in the Premier League, the market is so open, and so the price valuation is always on the selling club and not the buying club.
I agree.
So they determine.
So the clubs make the demand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the factors that go into it is that, one, he's a Premier League player. He plays for the English national team. He's starting at the World Cup. Again, he had an excellent season, so his performance seems to be appreciating.
Yeah.
And then again, he's a homegrown talent.
Yeah. They played, Nottingham Forest played in Europe.
They were in the Conference League.
Yeah.
They failed to make the final. No, they were in the Europa League. I stand to be correct.
Nottingham Forest.
That was when they met Aston Villa.
Yeah, they played in the Europa League.
Yeah, they met Crystal Palace was in the Conference.
They played in the semi-final of the Europa League.
Then Aston Villa beat them to make it to the final. So it is a season that has been very productive for Elliot Anderson. And he became a subject of interest. Now, nothing would convince a lot of businesses or business owners that an English boy playing well and is a subject of interest of some of the top teams across the English Premier League, it will push the price higher. Okay. And so that is how things are.
Okay.
If you ask me whether he deserves such a price tag, I will tell you no. But again, in the current market dispensation, player prices are not determined by just their football quality.
I agree.
There is more.
There are lots of factors.
And that is how come Man City will pay such an amount for Elliot Anderson. But my qualms will stem from why are we encouraging player transfer, players doing medicals, when they are supposed to concentrate and play for their countries at the World Cup? I have seen Saibari and Bayern, Elliot Anderson and Man City.
Yeah, and we'll see a lot more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If agreements have been made, Elliot Anderson will join Man City. True or false?
True.
If he has the medical now or after the World Cup, what changes?
Maybe for finalities on contracts and everything, there's a stipulated period that some of these clubs look at.
No, but then again, it's a distraction from their sole purpose. You see, it is not every player that has that mental toughness to cope with every situation.
Well, for these players, they should.
There are times where transfer development plays on the minds of players. And I can give you one example.
Yeah.
Have you seen Julian Alvarez at this World Cup? How has his performance been like?
Not really been the sort
Take away the fact that he wasn't fully fit at the start of the competition. The issue is that his mind is not at home.
Okay.
That is how come he will play a game for Argentina, and then during the post-match interviews, he will mention that he wants to leave Atletico. That should not be happening.
The focus isn't
in the course of the
national team
national team tournament. You see,
but I think that sometimes you cannot fault these players if these questions come to these presses. There are players who maybe have a certain level of exposure to PR and everything, so they know how to go about these things. There are players who can tell you they cannot answer at the moment because maybe they are exposed to certain levels of PR.
Yeah.
But there are others who basically go with the emotions.
No, but why should national team managers allow for medicals and stuff to be conducted? I think there are too many distractions.
Okay.
That is my concern.
Fair point.
Too many distractions.
Fair point.
If you went to USA to play at the World Cup with your country, focus, deliver. When you are done, the World Cup will be over by July 21. It is even likely that your country might not even get to that stage.
But Sarbo, do you know that players can sign contracts and they have certain releases up to a certain date? So maybe we are not privy to all these things.
So the only time they will announce this deal is that the contract will begin July 1.
Yes.
Good, no problem.
Yes.
Can we hold on? Yes, we agree everything tentatively.
Yeah.
He will still do his medical. At the moment he's playing at the World Cup, allow him to focus.
That's true.
Just let him focus and do what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
He went there to play at the World Cup. Let him. If I was the coach, I would not be pleased at some of these things because it plays on the minds of players. And at times I think Elliot Anderson is playing for England. Now he's announced as a Man City player. The discussion starts. It plays on his mind. And not all players are the same. Some are strong mentally, some are not so strong mentally. And it can affect them. I think these distractions can be avoided.
Asare, we saw 2 games yesterday, and then there was one at midnight. I don't know if you want to touch briefly on the games that were played yesterday. England were on the verge of elimination, some 20 minutes away from being eliminated. For Senegal and then Belgium, Senegal had the lead, 2-0 lead up until the 85th minute. And then they found a way to blow it. Papigay is already in the news. He's talking a lot. But big disappointment for Africa. 2 of our reps are gone. When they had the games in their hands to control, they let it slip away.
I think for different reasons, African countries have not really hit the mark as we expected. After 9 out of 10 made it to the round of 32.
There was a lot of talk after the group stages.
Expectations heightened that we will be able to make it to further stages in terms of the numbers, but it looks like more are dropping, and as it stands, it's only Morocco that has qualified to
only Morocco
that the round of 16.
And they had to beat a very strong team in the Netherlands. Yeah.
Now, the problem with DR Congo and England is quality and then experience. DR Congo, yes, they are good, but again, quality will allow you to sustain how good you are for a consistent period, and they couldn't against the English. As at the 70th minute, they were still ahead.
If there's something that I'll give to Thomas Tuchel this tournament, it is his in-game management.
Yeah, how he's able to relate to if he
even when the English are down, there's this calm presence around him, and he finds a way to bring them out maybe better in the second half. We saw it against Croatia in the first game.
Yeah.
Against Ghana, they couldn't find an antidote. Against Panama, once again in the second half,
they changed the game.
Yeah. Then in the round of 32, they were down for a very long period. What is working for Tuchel?
So as I was saying, it's about quality. If you've been there, you've done it. You understand how some of these things work. And Tuchel knows his team. And it allows him to change things as and when. Yesterday, you could tell their right was not functioning as you expect. Jet Spence, Noni Madueke, they were not contributing offensively, defensively to their liabilities. They had to reconstruct their right side. And quality will tell you that, what do I have? The players available, because Rich James was out. Declan Rice has shown versatility. Technically, he was brilliant. That is what quality gives you. Let me slot him
at a point in time, he had to slot in a right back.
Bukayo Saka, like for like replacement. Take off Madueke, bring on Saka. Then Rice and his influence from the middle will be taken away when he has to drop as a right back. You bring on Eberechi
and then there was Anthony Gordon as well.
No, I just want to restrict it to the three Arsenal players.
Okay.
Now, it changed how productive England were at the right side. And that is where the first goal came from. Do you get the point?
Yeah.
So quality allows them to dig deep, find solutions in terms of personnel, in terms of tactics. And that is what most of these African countries have been found wanting. Lack of quality in terms of depth. So if player A is not fulfilling his role well, and I make changes, you will see a quality drop or a drop in standard.
Is it not about psyche as well?
No, we will get there. That's why I said there are different problems.
Okay.
But particularly for DR Congo, they could not match England. So change like for like changes. If DR Congo does what England is doing, you will see a drop. If England does changes to personnel, you will see an improvement. So Jet Spence was not playing well. A makeshift right back gave you quality. And that is what England has, aside the coaching and everything. 2, the whole thing about psyche. It comes from trust. It comes from consistency. If I have done this and done it well on a consistent basis, I become confident.
Okay.
And that is where the psychology plays a part.
Okay.
If England have been able to do what they did against DR Congo in previous editions, it emboldens them that so far as the final whistle has not been sounded by the referee, they will find a way into the game. What was DR Congo's experience?
Not a lot. They've actually, in the history of the World Cup,
this is their second
time. They've actually won their very first game at this World Cup.
Exactly.
So not a lot to draw experience from.
When it got to that crucial moment, they could not refer to anything to draw inspiration from. And at the top of the game, when it gets to stages like this, you need the final details.
These things you've pinpointed to draw inspiration from, is it that crucial?
Very. It is very crucial in the sense that if DR Congo was making consistent appearances at the World Cup and they were making it to stages like this, they were tapping up.
Okay.
Check Morocco. Why do you think Morocco are playing without Suave? Why do you think they are so confident? It's the run they had last edition.
Yeah, they've gone beyond these heights.
They went to the semi-finals.
Yeah.
They outweighted Spain.
They were one game from the final.
Making the final. So it emboldens them to do what they are doing now. They are confident, they trust, they believe now. That single moment changed the psyche of Morocco.
I agree.
So the 2022 run, it has now made the Moroccans feel. Have you listened to Ashraf Hakimi? Says we pay attention to Brazil, we pay attention to France, but they forget that Arabs and Africans, we start developing our football skills from the streets. So we know how to survive. This is confidence speaking. So I think that is the issue. If DR Congo qualifies for subsequent editions of a tournament and make it out of their group, they will build their character. They will build their psyche like England has. And when it gets to start stages, they will know how to manage it well. But the lack of knowledge, and they struggled. To Senegal, again, lack of quality. but not necessarily about playing body, because the Belgian playing team don't have quality depth like Senegal has.
I agree.
So if you take out Kevin De Bruyne, Belgium suffers in terms of who comes to replace him.
Yeah, even they lack creativity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for Senegal, it is the one steering affairs. So listen to Rudy Garcia. He knew that teams like Senegal, when it gets to such stages, they will always give you lapses in concentration, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you will have to find a way to get them.
I think he was spot on. And he said that getting those 2 quick goals really aided their cause.
What did Pape Thiaw do? His team was not playing badly. Things were not a mess. All he had to do was see out the game. So
with 5 minutes to go.
Outside of his plan A, what was the counter plan in instances like that? No problem. If he did not have one, I don't think it is a problem, because his 2 midfielders at the left and right, Pape Gueye
and Habib
Diarra, they were the top-ranked midfielders as at the time they were being taken off.
Yeah.
The moment he took Pape Gueye off, 66th minute, Habib Diarra will follow some minutes later. It weakened his team in terms of the balance the two brought. Pape Gueye was applying the pressure. He was triggering it. So he made things uncomfortable for Belgium in the middle.
Yeah.
It allowed for Idrissa Gana Gueye to sit, be comfortable, protect the back line, and also help to play a part in control. Habib Diarra doing similar to what Pape Gueye was doing at the left, but his was different. He was winning most of the tackles, so there was balance, complementing. One is triggering pressure. He's in charge of direct and indirect pressure. The other is winning tackles. Then the most experienced amongst them is the one helping to distribute and control.
Yeah.
Then the coach, I don't know why. Did you
see did you see the expression on the faces of those players when
they were going off? No, players read situations like that. And have you read the comment from Pape Gueye?
Yeah.
So I think the management of Pape Thiaw has been questioned a lot at this tournament, and the only conclusion you can draw is that he's out of his depth.
There were a lot
he's a good coach per CHAN standards.
There were a lot
he's a good coach per AFCON standards. But at the World Cup, I think he's lightweight.
If Coach Kwabena Danso is ready, kindly join us. We will be getting into the tactical lessons very soon. But there were a lot of concerns before the tournament with Senegal, and I know you've seen them. Even today, Gary Smith, our team
management issues.
Yes.
Yeah, it's part of it.
And I believe that what Pape Gueye has come to say is just a minute part of it.
Yeah. That is a player's how do I say it? The lamentations of a player.
Of a player.
You get it. But there are deeper issues.
There are deeper issues, contractual issues, even involving the coach.
Exactly.
And the fact that the facilities they were even
supposed to use, payments were not made on time, and all management issues. Why do you think Ghana? Should I say fail? Why do you think Ghana flopped at the World Cup 2014?
It was down to management issues.
Exactly.
Yes.
And these things, they play a part. You will never hear such concerns regarding England or Germany. Not even Belgium. You won't find it. So these are the things that the African teams need to. So you see, there are a myriad of issues. It is not like a straitjacket. It's one thing. Not every African country that failed to qualify is as a result of mentality.
Yeah.
It looks like we have oversimplified the mentality thing. And the moment an African team fails to play,
typical of Africa.
Psyche. No, there are like special cases. There are unique cases.
Yeah.
It applies to every team. Ivory Coast did not qualify because I think they have an actual mental block they have to overcome. There is a barrier they need to scale.
It was the first time they had gone out of the group stage.
Yes. So for Ivory Coast, you can confidently say it's a mental issue. For Senegal, it's a management issue. For DR Congo, it's lack of experience. So we need to diagnose the issues. For South Africa, again, exposure. Where have they gotten to? Local champions.
And for them as well, first time they
made it out of the knockout stage. Exposure. And their coach has complained about this. What did he say? He would love for the South African players to be exposed to more international standard competitions. So these things, you see, you achieve success in football by design. Maybe in Africa, there are times success comes by accident, but you need to design your path to glory. Morocco have.
And follow it meticulous.
Yes, Morocco have.
Yeah.
When Morocco beat the Netherlands, did you check the comments of Unai? He says the suppliers have won. Who are the suppliers? What does Morocco supply? Talent. The Netherlands benefit from Moroccan talent.
A lot.
Belgium benefit from Moroccan talent. France, Spain. Now they are smart enough to position international scouts in these countries.
Yeah.
And they are recruiting the kids at a very young age. So age 10, age 12, they are coming to your family and convincing them that you need to play for the country of your origin.
The Spanish are doing something to curb that already.
Oh, Emfa.
Because they've seen that.
Emfa.
Lamine Yamal.
Is it about facilities?
Lamine Yamal could have easily played for Morocco.
I don't think Yamal is as deep as Morocco.
No, I'm just saying that.
As maybe Hakimi.
If he had opted.
He's from a multicultural background.
And we saw
Equatorial, Spaniard, and then Moroccan.
Even Brahim Diaz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for Brahim Diaz, he knew what he wanted.
Yeah.
Do you get the point?
Yeah.
And Yamal was lucky to be introduced into the Spanish team at a very early age.
So I'm just saying
But
that
Morocco beat Spain to Ashraf Hakimi.
Yes, and I'm just saying that had Lamine preferred to play for Morocco, he would be a Moroccan player.
Do you get the point?
Yeah.
So I think, yes, they are designing their path to success and they are getting it.
Okay.
And that is what maybe the other African countries can tap. South Africa, for instance, maybe they need to be smart. Germany knew that they were going to be robbed of talent if they're going to be strict with that white policy. We want strict Germans, Dutch people. Then they looked out for players like Adira, Ozil, players of different backgrounds.
Jerome Boateng,
and they added quality to their unit.
Donkos.
Yes. At this time where xenophobia is on the rise, the best for South Africa will be Nadia encouraging these South Americans into their league. You can see that Sundowns has Brazilians.
Yeah, Brazilian players.
They should find a way to crossbreed.
And get
Let
some
me
of
just
these.
borrow the agricultural terms.
Yeah. Kochi is here, is a science.
China has done it.
Yeah.
So that crossbreeding will mean South Africans and South Americans engaging relationships, marriage, childbirth. Eventually, children that will come up will be of different breeds and all that. I think that is where they should be heading towards. The average South African talent is not as competent enough.
Okay.
But if they mix things up, mix races,
Okay.
it will play a part and help them.
So Asare Boadu, you've heard from him since 2:40. He can still go on and on and on and on, but I have to pull the brakes on him so that Coach Kwabena can take us through the tactical lessons for today. It's the Copa Mundo show on SportyFM 106.1 Accra, 102.5 Takrady, 91.3. We had to delve into what the problem is with the African teams. DR Congo exiting yesterday, losing 2-1 to England. They led for huge chunks, huge parts of the game. They could have easily held on to advance and get a very famous victory over England. It didn't happen. Senegal took a 2-goal lead, lost 3-2 in the end via an extra time penalty. And then we've seen South Africa exit, other exits as well in the tournament. It's only Morocco that have been able to advance. Games will be happening today, 7 p.m. Spain take on Austria at the Los Angeles Stadium. Glenn Neyberg will be the coach. And this will be their second meeting at the World Cup. In 1978, in the group phases, where there was the first group and then the second group stage phases, Austria was in the same group with Spain, and they beat them 2-1. So Austria advanced ahead of Spain. So we'll see if Spain will get revenge in this particular one. Coach is here. He'll be taking us through the tactical lessons very soon. But one other game that will also be happening at 11 p.m. is the one between Portugal and Croatia at the Toronto Stadium in Canada. Espeneshkas will be the man that handles that affair. So we'll bring you more updates regarding the World Cup. Keep the dial locked on SportyFM 106.1 Accra, 102.5 Takrady, 91.3 Kumasi. Kochi is ready, but before he takes us into the lessons that he has for us today, let me tell you about Sinclair Tech. Sinclair Tech, the biggest tournament in the world is here, and so are the biggest deals from Sinclair Tech. So from June 13th, we began the discount sales. It will run on till July 25. So after the World Cup, we'll give you some 6 extra days or 1 more week with the discount sales. So enjoy amazing discounts on Apple products, Android, laptops, gaming consoles, home appliances, accessories, and much more. So if you are looking to upgrade your iPhone, your Android device, get a new MacBook, grab a PlayStation, or refresh your home with quality appliances, this is the perfect time to shop and save. Some of the ladies have promised their boyfriends and husbands gaming consoles. Go to Sinclair Tech. It's the best time to buy a gaming console and keep that relationship till the second coming of Christ. So if you are looking to upgrade your iPhone, get an Android device, get a PlayStation, MacBook, it's the perfect time to shop and save. Visit Sinclair Tech today and take advantage of our special World Cup discount sales. Quality products, unbeatable prices, and great customer service, all in one place. We are at Asare, close to School Junction. Just go on Google Map, type Sinclair Tech, and you get to the destination. Give us a call on WhatsApp. Give us a call or WhatsApp us now on 0549 462 550. 0549 462 550. Follow us on our social media platforms at Sinclair Tech _. Sinclair Tech, your trusted destination for technology and electronics. Sinclair Tech elevates your life. And when we talk about elevating our lives, we have to learn something every day on the show. And the man is here. Coach Kwabena Danso has arrived in grand style. Coach
V Pawa.
Good afternoon. Welcome to day 22 of the Copa Mundo show.
Day 22.
Yeah, 22.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's nice. That's nice.
There's a song, a popular song when we're in school. On, we are marching on. Copa Mundo show, we are marching on.
but you see, I've noticed one thing about you. It's like almost every day you give us a song breakdown.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Almost every day you give us a song breakdown.
I like music though.
So you see, mark this on the wall. Tomorrow, definitely we are going to talk about one song. So we are here. You don't say anything, we are here.
Do
tomorrow.
I do that every day?
Almost every day.
Maybe it's unconscious.
Almost every day.
Oh, really?
Have you realized that? Yeah, almost every day.
Oh, but when Super Nana puts you in the mood, and
yeah.
And they are behind
Super
the
Nana
turntables,
is a super guy.
Throwback edition. Definitely songs will come up.
So listeners and viewers, let's wait for V Power. Tomorrow he's going to give us another.
Maybe one day I'll be a music director. Coachy, I've asked listeners to join us as our feed on Facebook.
Yeah.
Can't get see Madam Edubia, Fly, Wadud, and the other guys. We are always live via social media feed.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
so at SportyFM _ X and Instagram. Then Facebook at SportyFM.
V Power, today we are coming to look at 3 things. 3 things, in brief, 3 things. So the first one is the training session of the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. The second one will be the training session for our opponents, Colombia. And then the last one, if time permits, will be Spain against Austria.
Do you know the name of this Colombia-Ghana clash? We've dubbed it the Powder Derby.
The Powder Derby.
Powder Derby.
Okay. The last time I heard one guy said they have Bogota. We also have Bogatanga. so if they have Bogota, we also have Bogatanga. Yes. Now, this is Ghana's training. We are coming to watch this video. We are coming to analyze it so that we will know how Team Ghana is preparing for this game. So join our feed on our socials so that you can really watch the video. This is not a lengthy video at all. It's about 1 minute, So let's look at this video. We are coming to analyze the video. The most interesting part is that this is a tactical session of the Black Stars. It is a tactical session of the Black Stars. And it explains why throughout this video, the FA did not show any ball. This was just at the beginning where the coaches were just playing with the ball. But in the training session itself, they did not show you the ball. And the reason is simple. It's a tactical session. So they wouldn't want to give out any information with regards to how Ghana will play. Watch this video. It's just 1 minute. You are not going to see a ball. But it's a training session. There's a ball in play. There's a ball in this video. There is a ball in this video. But you are not going to see the ball. I've used that even up to now, you've not seen the ball. Up to now, you've not seen the ball. And you are not going to see the ball. But there is a ball in this video.
Why aren't we going to see the ball?
Because it's a tactical session. So if they give images or videos where the ball was included, you get an idea of how Ghana is going to play.
So it will be an advantage for Colombia.
So they are not going to show it to you. But just looking at this there is a lot of things to analyze from this, because I understand this training session. I know whatever it is that they are doing. So we are going to break it down for our viewers and our listeners to know how Team Ghana is training for the game against Colombia. Then from there, we have another session for Colombia. We will watch it. We will try to analyze it. As I said, if there's time, we will cross over to Spain against Austria. Now, let me begin this video again, and then let's try to analyze it. So this is Ghana's training session ahead of the game against Colombia. Now, in every tactical session, as a coach, you focus on one thing at a time.
It's one at a time.
One at a time. In every tactical session, as a coach, you focus on one thing at a time. There are instances where you've worked with your assistant coach for about 5-10 years, so he knows you. So in such instances, you can decide that, okay, I am looking at team A. You look at team B. So probably team A will be doing maybe attacking patterns and scoring.
Okay.
Team B will be working on maybe defensive units. So you are going to give one of the units to your assistant, then you focus on one.
Okay.
So at any point, you as the coach, you are going to focus on just one. You cannot focus on two. Once you focus on two, trust me, you cannot have a good training session.
Can't it be done in sessions? There are coaches that might want to do first session, or it's not advisable that
it's the same day.
Yeah.
Maybe first session in the morning, second session is good. Yeah. But for tournament, we don't do that.
Okay.
Because you see, for tournaments,
you don't have a lot.
You don't have a lot of time, and you need to manage the recovery a lot. So if you decide to do two sessions in a tournament period, morning maybe 1 hour, afternoon 1 hour, trust me, the players are not going to recover very well, and it will show up, in the games that you play. So that is it. So all the time you focus on one thing at a time. Now, looking at this video, looking at the position of Ghana's coach, Carlos Queiroz was focusing on one thing. That is the defensive unit, and I'm going to break them down. As I said, this is a video where you are not going to find the location of we are not going to see the ball, but there's a lot of information in this video, and we are going to decode it. So let's move on to the next one, and then let's try to analyze this video.
So coach's personal assistant is Mr. Sankofi.
So the first one is this image. The first thing for analysis is the image which just came. This is Thomas Partey. This is Calibrianchi, and within this yellow team, if we get to the later stages of this video, Kwasisibo was also wearing, the yellow jersey. So it means that the yellow team had these three players as our midfielders: Thomas Partey, Calibrianchi, and then Kwasisibo. What does it tell you?
It looks like a very defensive shift in terms of midfield.
Yes. And from this video, it means that Elisa will be going to the bench. The coach's focus was on the movement and the defensive, contribution of Partey, of Calibrianchi, and then of Kwasisibo. And I'm going to explain whatever it is that the coach was telling them. Now, this is the first one. So the first thing that the coach was telling the players, the first thing that they were working on is the shifting and sliding. The shifting and sliding. You see, at this World Cup, it is one of the things that are killing a lot of teams. Ivory Coast against Norway, the center backs were unable to shift and slide very well. So when Agbadu decided to shift and cover the place where Oscar Bob was, it opened a huge gap, and that was the place where Berg, received the ball, gave the ball to Erling Haaland, he scored. Again, look at yesterday's game. The first goal that DR Congo scored. England, when they were doing the shifting, they were unable to do it very well. And that is why Spence,
drifted out of position.
He was out. He was late. And he played Sipenga onside. So shifting and sliding as a block, either a midfield block or a defensive block, at this World Cup, teams are getting it wrong, and they are getting punished for it. And I told you in our earlier, or our previous, episodes, that looking at tournament proper, whenever you are in tournament, most of the time, the errors that Team A does is the same thing that the other games you are going to do. Most of the time, the way that Team A found successes in his game, it is the same way that you are also going to use to find success in your game.
Because they are repeated patterns.
That is the point. So even if it's not your game, or the team is not in your part, your knockout part, watch them because you can learn something from them. And if you are looking at Brazil, when they needed a goal against Japan, they resorted to cross ahead, true or false?
True.
Norway, when they needed a goal, cross ahead. Yesterday, England, when they needed a goal, they will do it. So it is something that teams will do it. So even if
they pay attention to those
pay attention. So Team Ghana has paid attention to the, the pattern as far as this knockout stages is concerned, and they've seen that shifting and sliding as a block is a problem, and that is why this image or this video is addressing that. So this is it. Have you seen that they are shifting there? They are shifting there, yes, and that is what the coach is teaching them. So yes, there's no ball here, but we know what he was talking about.
Coach, let me be a bit silly. In 2022, this team was coached by Otuado. Did we see some of these patterns? No, let me just be a bit silly. Say I know nothing about coaching, but if there's one thing I've seen with Carlos Queiroz, he knows his job.
That is the point. You see, yesterday I was reading an article. One of Colombia, one of their journalists wrote an article. He says in the Ghana team, they fear Carlos Queiroz than any of our players. In the Ghana team, they fear Carlos Queiroz than any of our players because he's coached them before. So he knows Colombian football. And according to the journalist, he said Carlos Queiroz is a very good coach. So to him, he fears Carlos Queiroz than any of the on-field players. And looking at this, as I said, he was teaching them about the shifting and then the sliding. Again, let's look at this gesture that the manager did, and let me explain this. Look at his hands. Look at this. Stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back. Have you seen it? Let's look at the hands of the manager, Carlos Queiroz. Where is my video? Yes, let's look at Carlos Queiroz. He was telling the players, look. Yes. Do you know what he's talking to them about in this? It is the reading of the play and restraint. You see, stay in the block. Don't jump. It is very important. Stay in your block. Don't jump. You see, footballers, it is natural for them whenever they see the ball around them to jump and try to attack the ball.
Yeah.
It's instinctively. It will come. So it's very, very difficult to tell them to stay once they've seen the ball. So coaching, restraint is very, very difficult. And it will interest you to know that even as Carlos Queiroz was teaching them, they were unable to pick it. So he stopped the training.
Coach says before they won over Barca in that 2000 champions.
Look, you see.
Semis. They had to go to drills.
Yeah.
And it was Carlos Queiroz that led that drill.
He would drill you.
And he said he saw exactly that drill when Ghana played England.
He would drill you. Look at here. He stopped the training here and he decided to talk to them about the restraint. Have you seen? He stopped the training and he's now moving there to show them. He stopped the training. Because don't jump. It's very, very important though. Because with the analysis that most of the time people will do, we always say it. If you jump, it creates what? A space. And Colombia wants that space. So don't jump. Stay in the block. So he was coaching them about how to read the play and restraint. How not to jump when they see the ball. It is very, very, very important. How not to jump when they see the ball. It is very, very important. So it's one of the things that the manager, was teaching them. So basically, this session is about defensive work. Now with this video, this is a small part of the video which speaks about offensive nature. And I will explain this one too. Now let's watch this video. This is Carlos Queiroz and then Brandon Thomas Asante. As I'm saying, we are not there, but we understand this training, so we can decode it, we can analyze it. Now let me tell you the meaning of this training. Have you seen what he's doing to Brandon Thomas Asante? He's showing him how to move. Now, as a forward line player, if you are moving, coaches will tell you that curve your run. Curve the run. Why? Because if you move straight, it is likely that you will be caught in an offside position. So in order to be successful with your run, you must curve it. You curve the run. So these are the center So 1, 2. So assuming I want to attack the space behind them, you must curve your run this way. Then you go there. You curve the run.
I think we saw it in the Panama game.
You curve the run. You don't move straight. Because once you move in a straight line, trust me, you are going to be offside. So this is Carlos Queiroz. Look at him and look at Brandon Thomas Asante. Have you seen Carlos Queiroz? Curve the run, curve the run, curve the run before you go. Don't go straight. Curve the run. Curve the run before you go. Don't go straight. So the coach is teaching them a lot. Teaching them a lot. Look at this part. He was telling him not to go straight. Look at it. He used his hands. Not to. This is the point where he told him, don't go straight. Don't just curve the run. Curve it. Don't go straight. Have you seen? Don't go straight. Don't go straight. Just curve it. Curve the run. It is very, very important. Because people, if you go straight, you'll be caught in an offside position.
Okay.
And look at Brandon Thomas Asante. For our team, it's important. We know how he runs in our game against Panama when he came on.
Yeah.
He was constantly running at the, behind the back line of Panama. Mm-hmm. So it means that he's a player who attacked the defensive line of Panama. So for such a player, he needs to understand the type of run to make so that he will not be caught in an offside position against Colombia. And that is what our manager Carlos Queiroz was teaching Brandon Thomas Asante. So as I said, this is just a 1-minute video. It doesn't include the ball.
Okay.
But it's a tactical session for the Black Stars,
okay.
And we understand it.
Okay.
So we've been able to decode it to our viewers and then our listeners. Now let's move on to Colombia. This is Colombia, and this is their training session. They had their session at the Inter Miami, training facility. So Messi's training facility, they were using it. Now this is Colombia. Now let me tell you something about Colombia. I've watched their training session for the past 3 days. And I can tell you one thing about Nestor Lorenzo, their manager. He's one of the coaches who believes in tactical periodization. He is one of the coaches who believes in tactical periodization. Mm-hmm. Now, people are...
It switches tactics a lot?
See, tactical periodization is a training method.
Okay.
A method where physical, technical, psychological conditioning are added to the tactical framework. So there are coaches who do physical separate. There are coaches who do physicals separate. Mm-hmm. That is why for some coaches, you will see them, they will tell the players, go over the park, maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. That is physicals, no football. If the players are going over the park for 20 minutes, mm-hmm. do they acquire any technique? No. Do they get any tactical from what they are doing? No.
All you need is to run.
Is to run, and that is physicals.
Mm-hmm.
There are coaches who teach, technique separate. From there, they'll do their tactical work separate. But for Nestor Lorenzo and his teams, he practiced what we call the tactical periodization. So it means that he embeds the physical, technical, and psychological conditioning into the tactical framework. So if we are to, focus on this video and this training session of Colombia, they combined them. Now, within the tactical periodization, it is very important to take into context the day of the training because it's very, very important. Now, Ghana will be playing in America will be on Friday, but in Ghana here will be on Saturday.
Yeah.
So the game to them is on Friday. It means that Friday is the match day. Mm-hmm. So today, Thursday, is match day -1.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Wednesday, was match day -2.
Yeah.
And this training session was, on yesterday. They had it on yesterday. Means that this is a training session for match day -2.
Yeah.
Now, with match day -2, the focus of Colombia was on 2 things. The focus for Colombia was on 2 things in match day -2. Mm-hmm. Now, it was on the, the recovery and the neuromuscular activities. So with this, they combine some aspect of physicals and technique.
Okay.
So it is an integrated training. As I said, it's part of the tactical periodization. Mm-hmm. So you are not going to see Colombia doing one thing at a time, no. let's focus on this video. Have you seen, yes, now look at this. This is part of the physicals. Now, after that, you must kick the ball. This is technique, because technique is you and the ball. That is technical. Technique, you and the ball. So Colombia is combining the physical aspect and the technical aspect. So it means that even with their just simple passing that they are doing, they've added, a physical element of it. And that is the integrated training. That is part of the tactical periodization.
We see a lot of these training schemes in Ghana.
Yeah. Integrated. They've added. So this training, as we are seeing right now, they've combined, the physical aspect and the technical aspect. So two things, they've combined it and then they are doing it. So as I said, their manager is, in for the tactical periodization.
Okay.
So looking at Colombia, this was the training that they did yesterday.
Yeah.
Now today will be the tactical session. The one that we just watched for Ghana, they will do this today. Because yesterday was a combination of technique and physicals. Okay. But today will be tactics. So in today's training session that they will do with a match day -1, that will include, a lot of volume, high volume, low intensity. Today's session for Colombia will be high volume, low intensity. Why low intensity? Because they have a game tomorrow on Friday. In America it's on Friday. In Ghana we will have it on Saturday. So since they have a game on Friday, their training session today will be high volume, low intensity. So they will intentionally reduce the intensity, but it will have a lot of volume. Why? Okay. So that they will be able to to work on the tactical elements in their game. So that is it for the training that Colombia, they are currently having, and then the training session of the Black Star. So as Colombia is doing their integrated training, Ghana, we also had our tactical training session where we focused on compactness, safety, defensive solidity within our block. Now it seems the time is up, let me just touch a little on Spain.
Briefly.
And then very brief.
1 minute.
Thank you, my brother. Lamine Yamal. I hate World Cup group stage. I love the knockouts. Now the fun starts. Lamine Yamal. I hate World Cup group stage. I love the knockouts. Now the fun starts.
Shout outs to Wadud, aka the eye test pandit.
Now you see, do you remember the last time they won a World Cup knockout game?
I don't. You should go
it's
back.
in 2010.
2010, yeah.
That final against Netherlands.
Yeah, 2010.
The World Cup that they won. From that time to date, they've not been able to win.
They beat Paraguay 1-0 in was it in the quarters or so?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the quarters.
From that point till now, Spain has not won, a knockout game at the World Cup.
Yeah.
And today, there's a lot on the shoulders of this guy. Today, in Spain, I wanted to talk about two players, but because of the time, Lamine and then Mikel Oyarzabal. To me, they will be very much influential and instrumental for the Spanish team today against Austria. I'm going for a win for Spain, and today, at least they are going to score two
straight
goals.
Win. Do you know that in the past meeting, Austria beats them?
Yes, but straight win. Trust me, for Spain, at least they will score two goals
within 90 minutes.
Yes, straight win. And at least they will score two goals. And I'm even tipping this guy to back the talk with his performance and give us at least a goal today. So today, Spain win at least 2 goals. Lamine Yamal at least 1 goal today.
Spain to win by 2 goals. At least Lamine Yamal to score a goal. So maybe anytime goal scorer, when you go on the SportyBet app, anytime goal scorer, Lamine Yamal. Then over 1.5 for Spain. The last time coach predicted a 4-0, at least a 4-0 win for Spain against Saudi Arabia. We didn't take it seriously, and we lost money. So please take this one seriously. It is 26 past top of the hour. Coach has taken us through tactical lessons, touched on the tactical training by Ghana, Ghana's coach Carlos Queiroz, and he also took us to Colombia and showed us what they're also doing as they build up into that particular match. Ghana will be playing Colombia on Saturday at 1:30 a.m. And you should join us on Saturday at Osu Republic Bar We bring you that game live. And you know how we do it. SportyFM, you know how we do it. It's unmatched. So join us on Saturday. Today, at 7 p.m., Spain will play Austria at the Los Angeles Stadium. Then Portugal take on Croatia at the Toronto Stadium in Canada. Then at 3 a.m., in the early hours of tomorrow morning, we will see Switzerland take on Austria. Serge, can we pick any calls? Okay, so Serge says we can pick how many calls? 2. Okay, 3. Okay, 3. So when you come on, you have just 1 minute. Okay. 0302794805 054-257-1061. It's the Copa Mundo show. We have some 2 minutes to go out of the studio. So, hello? Hello?
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my man from Sport M.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Be Pawa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Coach said something that I really enjoyed, and he spoke about Semenyo. You know, when Semenyo plays for Beaumont and then Man City, there are people to feed him with balls. But these African teams, I think, we have our own problems. So we don't seem to encourage each other to score.
Okay.
You understand? Hey, maybe when somebody scores, the person will create a need for himself.
Okay.
And when we overdo it, because the other day, Unity scored, you know, the family people want to do Thanksgiving all of a sudden. We saw all those kind of things. It was over elaboration.
Yeah.
You understand?
It's a Ghanaian
and it's a Ghanaian thing, and maybe it's an African thing. As if Unity picked the ball himself alone and scored the goal. You see, and they themselves, they don't even acknowledge the one that gives them pass. So all these kind of things, they should integrate it into their training. And that is what is, I think, making Africans be their own self-inflicted wounds. You know,
Okay.
So that they should look at for it. Okay, let me end here so that other people can come in.
Okay, thank you very much, my man from Sport. Really appreciate you always being with us here on SportyFM 106.1, 102.5, Takrade 91.3 Kumasi. Okay, let me pick my second caller. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you calling from, please?
My name is Kobe Takrade.
Kobe from Tardy. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah. I want to add my voice to when you were doing your analysis on the German team.
Please do. But make it brief.
There was a time they used the liberal system.
Okay.
Which was centered around. I forgot to say. He was a bit that was with the liberal. So
is it recent times?
There was a time they used the liberal system and it worked very well for them when Beckenbauer was the coach.
Okay.
The assistant coach.
Okay.
So
that means it was way back, right?
Yeah, it worked for them. So I just want to add a bit of tidbit to what you said earlier.
Okay. All right, sir. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Grant, for calling from Tardy. And he says the Germans used to adopt the liberal system. I would have to get a bit of knowledge about it from coach and maybe Asare Buedu. Let me pick the last caller and then we go. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name and where you calling from, please?
My name is Ogochukwu calling from Ashama.
Ogochukwu from Ashama. Charlie, let's make it brief, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Sami Yamal and the like, they know how to play football. Coach and my girl, they know how to talk football.
I tell you.
And we know how to watch. Everybody knows where he's from. I mean, I enjoyed the tactical aspect of coach today and the analysis of Mr. Michael, and it was spot on.
Mm-hmm.
It was spot on. And the African teams, we need to do better.
Okay.
And what he said about South Africa, the sugar consumption, well, that would be good, but they prefer to stay back home, you know.
Yeah, they are gone back home.
Yeah, thank you, my boy.
Thank you, Ogochukwu, for also always being a part of our shows here on SportyFM. Unfortunately, we cannot pick any more calls. Time check is 32 past top of the hour. We've run over 2 minutes. 7 p.m., Spain play Austria. 11 p.m., Portugal take on Croatia at the Toronto Stadium in Canada. Then at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, Switzerland play Algeria. Now, before I go, let me use this opportunity to wish Nana Efriye Dohecho Mensa Dazi, who turns 1 today, a happy birthday. It's coming from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Dazi, inside Foster Home, Frafraha. And they say, may the Lord bless you, may the Lord keep you, and may you grow to become a responsible man, and so others will benefit from you. So, from us here at SportyFM, Nana Efriye Dohecho Mensa Dazi, happy birthday to you. And you'll be hearing from me. Yeah, Daddy will give you all the juicy details that I have for you later on. You are 1. We pray that God keeps you and age well, age gracefully as well. So definitely, happy birthday to you, Nana Efriye Dohecho Mensa Dazi. Now, it has been a wonderful time today on the Copa Mundo show. We brought you everything World Cup from 2 p.m. It is 33 past top of the hour, and I have to go and make way for Sporty Drive with Kosi Fiaka, the general. The lights may dim on today's section, but the drama is only beginning. The World Cup's greatest stories are still waiting to be written. We'll be back tomorrow to turn another page together. Until then, adios and good. Many thanks to the production team, Immortal Sergio Manucho, Madame Edubia, and everybody that ensured that we were live on our social media feeds. Once again, I'm Stephen Kwasare. Deeper on the flip side, keep the dial locked on SportyFM. Sporty Drive